by. I mean, it's 6:59, man. What's 1 minute, man? You know what I'm saying? Bringing it early while we have our conversation.
Yeah, you giving people time to come in.
Yeah, pretty much. Yo, what's up, everybody? Who may be watching this on the replay? This is our Friday live from By the Hood. We come on here every Friday, talk to the community, chop it up, talk about our past and what's going on in the world of finance. You know what I'm saying? Whether we're talking about real estate, cryptocurrency, precious metals, the stock market, whatever it is, we're gonna have that conversation. What's up, though, Core? I got a couple of my brothers with me. We got special guests in, but Core, what's up with you, man?
Man, every day above ground is a good thing, man. Ain't I could really talk I can really talk my talk, but today was just a day, man. Like to see how everybody in our joint was eating. Everybody was getting fat like a hog today.
My Lord, yo, the text messages and the Discord, and everybody was eating like crazy today.
Oh, the show officially started. Don said, "What's up?"
Oh, Don is here, so we can start. All right, see, Don, we don't start until Don pulls up. We don't start. So Don
no show until Don shows up.
So with that being said, for the folks watching, maybe watching the replay, because this will we load this on the page on our Facebook and YouTube. But we got a cryptocurrency legend in the building with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we got the one of the only guy. Listen, there's like 3 or 4 people that whose counsel I take when it comes to crypto, right? And this is one of them. He's very high on this. Camille, you know what I'm saying? Rich, Russ, and Zay. They're the only folks who counsel I take, man. So we got Russell Hughes in the building. Russell, what's up, good brother?
Yeah.
What's good, man? Just living, man, and eating.
Yeah, man. We got you out here, man. This is about to be legendary. We got you out here, man.
Yeah.
So folks checking in, man. Omar, what's up, good brother?
Yo,
Omar, what you did, man? Come get this chicken, man.
Yeah.
Omar been on a low. Of course, Don is here, so we wouldn't have started without Don, so now we can start. Jose, what's up, family? I know Jose probably cut some checks today. Everybody's cutting checks today, man. Tim, what's going on, Tim? How are you?
Yeah, what's going on, Tom?
Listen, man, so it's a lot going on in the world of finance, man. Shout out to everybody in By the Hood University as well as Discover Your Options. Today was this is an amazing week for us, for the most part. Hold back challenges going on. Everybody trading options. I know Russ, you got in there as well, making some plays. I'll be seeing you in there, Russ.
Yo, what's the name? Russ dropped some crypto stuff for us earlier this week, and then Camille, that one of our partners in By the Hood, he dropped some knowledge on us. You know what I mean? And a couple plays earlier this week. Man, like it's crazy. Like literally, if you in any space, you could have made some extra chicken. Like you could have been eating like a fat rat. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe how much.
No, it's the crazy part is like so I got folks that are in our group that sent me messages, and I'm not gonna put them out there because it ain't for everybody. Like they made high 5 figures just on it wasn't today. It was I think Wednesday. Crazy. I mean, off of stuff that we did for free in the $1 million challenge, man. So shout out to everybody who tunes in on Sundays. Who's in the group for the $1 million challenge, because the $1 million challenge, man, it's valuable, and it's not just valuable for the actual play that we come up with, but the analysis piece is next level. I go back and watch them back all the time just to try to pick up game that from all the minds on there, man. They always say that if you're the smartest guy in the room, you in the wrong room, man. Well, it's some smart brothers on there, man. So Russ, I don't know if you have you checked out one of the Sunday episodes of the $1 million challenge?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got about 600% on Baba because
I
don't know how to do OCO order.
600%. Listen. So there you go. There's proof positive. I didn't even know, that he got the 600. Everybody was eating this week, man. So that's an amazing thing, man. Core, outside of the Baba plays and all that kind of stuff, what other kind of plays that you put up this week, and what was you looking at?
So my bread and butter is really leaps and cover calls. So of course I got a leap on plug. I bought a new leap. I bought new leaps this week on Riot and Mirror since they were down. Because crypto and it all together was down. So I grabbed some of them Jones. I grabbed Riot Mirror, PLTR. I grabbed a leap. I grabbed a short call and a leap on PLTR. I grabbed man, I went shopping this week. Then I did cover calls on PLTR, Rocket, Riot, and Mara. So you know what I mean? Like that's was my main joint. Then I got a little baby account that I started with $150. And I was just going nuts. Like they really put me in the pattern day trader, John, because all of
Yeah,
the plays that we had, I couldn't even get all of them into that little account because
you was wilding too. I saw that short you put out there. You was wilding with that
I
one.
was yeah, man. I put a $30. I got a $29. Which I
GameStop.
I got a put on GameStop for $29. Man, I don't believe in anything.
Yo,
Like
but here's what's
they
crazy.
need more people.
What's crazy is how we think alike at times, like without even talking about it. So I was looking at some leaps on Riot myself. I just didn't want to cut the check because I think the one I was looking at was in January 2023, and it was like 1,300. And I should have just bought it. I should have bought it when the day it dipped, but I didn't buy it. So sometimes I go through this thing where the next day it'll shoot up, and I'm pissed that I didn't buy it the previous day. So I just leave the whole thing alone instead of chasing.
Yeah, my
Um,
thing is you're not chasing because you got 2 years.
yeah,
That's not chasing.
no. What I mean by that is I don't
You
want to
ain't
like
gonna chase the price
be
action.
emotional. Yeah, I don't want to be emotional and grab it like because I didn't grab it when I probably should have. For the folks who coming in, people are still coming in. Please do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the share button, and let us know what kind of week you had in the market. So whatever it is that you're doing, let us know what's going on with in your life financially. But yeah, so that was interesting right there, man. In terms of cryptocurrency, man, what's funny is Russ literally said, I was on a webinar that Russ did, and Russ was talking about, yeah, this day the market's going to be down, and the market was literally down that day. I think Russ got a crystal ball over there or something, man. But Russ, talk
Man,
about
that's
that for a minute. Talk about that how like the patterns that happen within cryptocurrency, so you always know what's going to happen
yeah.
on a specific date.
Yeah, when I trade, man, what I do is I use the mastermind report. It's a little over 100 pages a month. People buy it from me. I give them class on how to use it, and it's like 90% because any market cycle, right? Every market has a cycle. Everything happens the same way almost every year. And when I learned that, I was like, okay. This is easy, right?
Easy money.
Because we were expecting a down week this week. And it actually happened. It started on last Saturday, and it's starting to recover a little something today. But one thing people have to remember is the last 6 months of the year are always better than the first 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And and in March is a down month for crypto.
Why does anybody know why is that? I know you showed me that like historically March is always
Yeah,
a bad, but why is that?
that I don't know. It's just it and the crazy thing is, right, after March, I can't give you an answer to that. All I know is the history.
Mm-hmm.
April is an awesome month. Where you can double, triple your accounts by trading or even just by holding.
So what's the well? And by the way, none of this is investment advice. You know what I'm saying? But I do
Okay.
want to ask your opinion. How do you go about that? If you know that March is always a down month, do you get out and jump into a stable, or do you just hold through it? Like, what's the strategy?
My long term, yeah, I just hold through it. But in my trading account, I do go in a stable coin. You
Okay.
understand? To check against those losses. And
Mm-hmm.
and I encourage people to learn more about stable coins because they can save your life, and some of them pay a bunch of interest too.
What specific one do you use? If like I mean, for me, I love DAI because I'm also an ETH fan, so DAI is
Yeah,
my thing. But DAI and USDC, is
yeah,
it any difference, or is it something that you know?
I use DAI. I do use DAI. USDT is going through some things right now, and they've been going through some things for a few years. And people are worried that that's going to be the fall of Bitcoin, but You know,
Which
they
that
just
isn't. Yeah, but I meant USDC, not USDT, but the C. I guess that's the one the Feds have, Coinbase
yeah,
and
that's I don't really use.
All right, got you. All
I
right, so
try to stay. I try to stay as decentralized as I can.
no doubt. Let's get some more folks are checking in. Adrian, what's going on, Adrian?
Yeah, what's going on?
Kahan, we saw you in there cooking today, Kahan. What's up, good brother?
Yeah, cooking with fish grease in that drink.
Yo, a great point, Don. We're gonna have to talk about that, man, because the GameStop went banoodles, and y'all know that I've been eating off shortened game. Well, I was. I left that alone a little while ago. Because for some reason GameStop just won't die.
Yeah,
Like,
I got 105% today off of that in 4 minutes.
You see, he got some chicken from Apple today. Mike, what's going on, Mike?
Yeah.
I'm getting back in options soon. That loss had me depressed for a minute. Yeah, so Omar fell back. He took one. Listen, man, let's get back in there. Hey, Macme, what's going on? How are you?
You.
Cop 2 new reads, 50th Law, and Mother Millions. Can't wait to dig into those. Listen, man, Mother Millions is a classic. 50th Law is fire too. Like, you know, when you come from like, you know, the inner city, 50th Law makes more sense to you than 48 Laws. You know, let's just say that. But I've been loading up on stocks though. Listen, so you still in the game doing something?
Yeah.
Y'all got the crypto king Russ. Listen, man, folks don't even understand how we got Russ. Don't come out, man. Russ come out.
Yeah.
I mean, we doing something right because we got Russ to come out, man.
Rustin peeked up out his cave.
You know what I mean? This is the kind of advice I mean. Tell me where to put my money. Hey, no, we're going to tell you how you figure out where to put your money. We're not going to tell you where to put your money. We're going to teach you how to do it.
You going to do it yourself.
Okay, so shout out to you, Lisa, for tagging some folks in here. We appreciate it.
Your space stock is doing well.
When I first started, I was like, MySpace. She meant my space stocks. Got you. Rich, yo, first of all, shout out to my brother Rich right here, man. Like anything y'all see me in this NFT space doing, y'all gotta blame him, man. Because him and Russ too. Russ told me about it months ago, but Rich is like, you know, constantly in the NFT space, and he's always showing me stuff that which got me out my, you know, in my bag doing craziness with the NFT, which we're gonna talk about in a second, man.
Callie,
what's going on, Callie? What's going on? How are you? Spoon checking in. Another legend. We got multiple legends in the building.
The legendary Spoon. Oh, we bringing them out today.
Yeah, this is fire. This is fire. Listen, so I was just talking about how Rich was talking about the NFT, the non-fungible token space. I talked about it a little bit last Friday in relation to the virtual art. So now when you look, you know, listen, Rich, you got people shouting you out, man. Rich is the man. Yo, when it comes to that, yeah, Rich is that guy too. We got Rich and Russ, man. This is legendary.
Rich told me to buy Cosmos, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. But listen, it was crazy is the sports cards, right? So sports cards, people know that you collect sports cards. They hold value. It's another store of value, the same way a precious metal, even a cryptocurrency would be, and even a stock or real estate to that matter. But now those actual sports cards have moved on the blockchain. And I knew this already. I just didn't know the extent and the prices that were like that people were getting for those cards, right? So matter of fact, let me share this that Russ sent this to me, and I was like, come on, man. This is insane. All right, let me see. Can y'all see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
All right. Trader drops $105,000 on NBA crypto collectible for LeBron James. That's 105
for a non-fungible token.
Yes.
On a crypto site.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they get into it out here, man. They out here doing it big.
But here's what that means. That means someone actually sold it to him as well. So somebody got that sale. An NFT trader, Pranksy, right? So the thing about Pranksy is, if you look up Pranksy, Pranksy has already made multiple millions of dollars in the NFT space. He spent 140 Ethereum for 6,272 moments. So moments are literally like highlights. But it's a new way that people trade sports cards. But the numbers are absolutely insane. So I got caught up in this thing of like just trying to study because I'm interested in the technology to see where it's going to be moving in the future. So when Russ showed me this, I went down a whole rabbit hole to the point where I own multiple highlights now. I'm out here wilding. I got some highlights.
Yo,
NFT highlights.
He be full throttle, yo.
Yo, that's what Rich told me yesterday. Rich said, "Yo, you always take it too far, man." I said, "Listen, it's your fault, though."
Yo,
but
tell him what you did with the meme, dog.
Oh, listen. So I was trying to figure out a way. Like I showed y'all last week. I was like, "Yo, people selling art and all kind of stuff on the blockchain." I'm like, so I gotta figure out, like, what's going on. How's this working? All right, so let me do this real quick. I'm gonna pull it up. So what I did was, I'm always creating memes for our page and all that, try to have a little bit of fun as we talk finance. So I created a bunch of memes and put them for sale on the blockchain. The crazy part is I got a couple offers. I didn't accept any yet. I got an offer on my Pablo joint, but I'm gonna share that with y'all real quick. So I created my own little art studio on the blockchain. That I'm selling my art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In crypto they call me Eve Sweat, right? So what I'm getting ready to show y'all is the Eve Sweat collection.
You taking it there, yo.
Hey man, I like it.
Yo,
I was about to buy
it. yo, it's funny. I did get an offer, but listen though. Here's the Eve Sweat collection, right? So I got a couple pieces, right? Original pieces, right? This is called the Pandemic Bull. It's for sale for 0.254 Ethereum. For those that know what that means, All right, I got another piece right here. You know what I'm saying? It's called like Stay Decentralized. I'm only asking 0.05 Ethereum for this one. You know what I'm saying? Signed by Eve Sweat. But no, like what's here's the Pablo piece that I got an offer on, man. It said when Eve hits 10K. You know what I'm saying? Escobar and Ethereum. So that's the one that someone actually set me an offer on, man. So, I mean, this is real. Like, this is absolutely real. And I think it's interesting because, it's not just this. People are buying land. Russell did something crazy last night.
Smurfs, Atari packs, crypto kitties.
What's the craziest thing you've heard?
Huh?
What's the craziest thing you've heard, like, go for sale on the blockchain like that?
I seen a pair of socks go for $4,500. Pair of socks. Yeah. Pair of socks. I mean, there wasn't anything special about these socks. Okay, they were just regular socks. Right, it's crazy. And here's another crazy part, right? Let's say if you sell that Escobar joint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Other people are going to sell it, right? Yep. Somebody's going to buy it, and every time it gets sold, you get a piece of it.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. When I saw that, I was like, hold on. And the thing is, because it's on a blockchain, everything is verified, so who has the one of one. But as the creator of that piece, anytime it sells, I get a small piece. So then when I saw that, and this is why I talk about that on the show. The reason I talk about this on Fridays is not just because it's like some people are like, man, why you keep talking about this? The reason I keep talking about this is because when we talk, for the most part, we're talking to our folks. Now, we're in a public platform, so anybody could be watching. We're on YouTube and Facebook or whatever. But we're talking to our folks and people that bang with us. So for that matter, I don't want y'all to come back 3 or 4 years and be like, yo, remember they was talking about? I want to put as many people down with this as possible, if for nothing else, just to do the research and see what's going on. Because, listen, there's a lot of real estate folks in here. This is the future of real estate. This is the future of real estate. When I can transfer a deed, right? And the way we do it now is we do title searches. We go through this whole thing of title search to make sure what's on the title. But imagine
that on the blockchain.
On a blockchain, everything is verified. So you can have clean title that's right on the blockchain. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I'm consistently sharing this on a week-to-week basis, because I want folks to wake up and know that, yo, there's already millions being made, and we really need to participate in that, right? You know what I'm saying?
We need to get on the front end and not on the back end.
I'm gonna share one more thing with the folks real quick, just because like it wasn't just that one. there's several of these, especially when you start talking about the NBA. Because the thing about the NBA one is the NBA is already on board, and they've kind of like co-signed this thing here. So if you let me see, LeBron James highlights sell for thousands in online market. A Ja Morant dunk listed for $43,313 in peer-to-peer marketplace. So this is like
highlights.
yes, because what it is because it's on the blockchain, it's like it's a card, but it's also a highlight attached to it. You can literally own the highlight.
Snap.
Look, man, this is what's going on over here, man.
They said a Mickey Mantle card?
Yeah. Yeah. They have $10 million in transactions just on this one space. So my point is, this is where things are headed. We need to really be paying attention to this because, again, when you look at everything that goes on in terms of like, physical goods now, this is the way they're going to be sold. Imagine getting a title to your car, right? And instead of having to wait through that paperwork, the title to your car is on the blockchain. So a lot of times when we talk about cryptocurrency, we say, buy Bitcoin, right? Which is important too, because you got to own the reserve currency. But it's so much going on in that space that we need to really be paying attention, before we're left behind. So let's get to a couple more comments, man. Then we're going to jump into that conversation. Speaking of that virtual art gallery, I went to get it cut and put my barber on to purchasing virtual land. He thought I was bullshit until he spent $215 and copped the medium parcel.
Real out here, man.
Hey Frank, man, I don't own nothing, man. I'm broke, baby. Listen, I'm trying to. Myra, what's up? How are you? Good evening. But I'm trying to get him anywhere I can. The digital Smurfs is crazy. Listen, man, this is what I'm saying. This is what's going on out here. So I had a Matrix moment with sports cards while freezing, waiting for a PS5 ticket. I got my ticket and kept talking with the guy who was in the same line, but for sports cards. That's a thing. That's a real thing. And now, but I'm saying now they're digital. That's insane. So this is what's going on, man. And we really need to pay attention. Memes for crypto will set precedents. Listen, man, I might try and make history, Kahan.
Yeah. And you can turn anything into an NFT.
Yeah.
Anything.
I need to get with Russ and Rich on some NFT. Listen, man, those are the legends right there, man.
Yeah.
My man's like 2 weeks ago called me. He was like, man, I got some crypto kitties, man. I can't get into my wallet. So, I ended up helping him get in his wallet. He had $4,000 worth of crypto kitties.
Yo, that is absolutely insane, man. And here's the crazy part. There's one out there that's a black art gallery. So if you want to support black artists, they have one specifically made for black artists, which is dope. I like this comment from Rich because this is what I'm talking about in terms of thinking where this is going. When you buy a car off the street, you and the previous owner will be able to transfer title right on the blockchain. And that's the thing, right? It's open. Everybody can see it. That is kind of what we're saying. So Tim says, what is an NFT? It's a non-fungible token. And I'll let Russ really break it down if he wants to, but from my understanding of a non-fungible versus fungible, right? So non-fungible meaning that it's one of one. And because it's on the blockchain, because you can see the data that goes along with it, you have the original. So if you have a baseball card or something like that, someone could fake that. But it's hard to fake something that's on a public ledger where everyone can see. Like you really can't do that. So it actually makes the idea of collectibles, the non-fungible token, takes it to another level. Because when you think about all the collectibles, because cards is just a great example, but people collect all kinds of stuff in the world. Beanie Babies and Magic card, all these things are collectibles, but now they're on the blockchain. So they have a certain value associated with them. Russell, what would you like to add to that in terms of the question of what is an NFT?
You basically you just described it.
Listen, I learned from the master, man. I told you, man.
I can't make it anymore. I couldn't make it any more simpler.
I learned from the master, man. Listen, I told you, man. Russ is my Yoda, man. So I learned from the master. But that's how you would describe an NFT.
Yeah, our inside guys are here, man.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna put my my oldest stepson can draw like a mug. I'm gonna put him to work and start drawing some of these Black History events, man, that people don't know is Black History.
Listen, Rich got his son putting stuff on the blockchain now. I saw Sonic the Hedgehog piece. He put it on the blockchain.
It's going down.
Shout out to Dawn. Dawn is another legend. Listen, for those who don't know, Dawn is legendary. Dawn is going to be in the next episode of the Body Hood podcast. I'm just gonna leave you with this, man. Dawn is out here selling hotels and islands. You know what I'm saying?
Like
I'm
real.
I'm out here
single
selling
family.
apartments and single family homes. Dawn like, no, we're gonna put a whole down payment on Earth. So that's what she into. But shout out to Dawn. We appreciate you. You know, Tim, no problem, man. That's what we're here for, man. And like I said, the reason we keep talking about it is because we want to put folks on game nice and early because it's still relatively early. Thank you, Dawn. It's still relatively early, right? I mean, it's early in the whole crypto space. Wouldn't you say that, Russ?
Yeah. It's definitely early, man.
Yeah.
You know,
the infrastructure is still being built out.
Yeah.
Like anytime you see the infrastructure still being built out, you know it's early. Once the infrastructure is built, then that's when that's when you get taxed. That's when whoever built the infrastructure start to pop you in the head because they had to pay for all that infrastructure.
Yeah.
So
Like,
Yeah, man. So
that's when you get whacked.
You know, I'm trying to find time in the day. Clifton, what's up? Peace.
Yeah, what's going on?
Absolutely, much love. So I was telling Corey the other day, I'm actually in like school mode. I've paid for classes on the blockchain just from the standpoint of trying to learn. Because again, I don't want to get left behind. And as someone who's in real estate, I see thousands of solutions to real estate problems that can be solved by this. Like, the listing of a home is going to be changed. And investing in real estate in terms of crowdfunding is going to be changed. Title work is going to be changed. All of these things, even settlements are going to be changed. Like the idea of going to a settlement, you got a stack of papers this high, and you got to sign all that. Like that changes on the blockchain. So I'm thinking about all these different ways. For the folks listening, man, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this whole idea of non-fungible tokens, cryptocurrency, or where you're at in terms of your knowledge in the crypto space, because I think that, because we all chase numbers, right? A lot of us are traders. So we trade, we invest in stocks, and we look at crypto. We're just looking at the numbers. But I think it's so much more than that, right?
The use cases for making things better. That's another reason why I think our government is slowing it down, because they don't want that kind of transparency. You know what I mean? Like without the control. Once they can get control of it, then the transparency benefits them. But until they get control of it, they don't want that kind of transparency.
Because you don't need them.
Yeah, at that point. So they're, so where do you when they build out the infrastructure so where they can control it, then the transparency will work in their favor. But right now, the transparency doesn't do anything for them. Because if you can type on a web address and check the on the blockchain and see where everything is at, like you really could solve, like the Pentagon wouldn't be able to lose $10 trillion because it's on the blockchain. So that kind of transparency, until they can block off to where people can't see what they're doing while they can see everything you're doing, they're never gonna allow it to get to the point where it could take over.
That's a great point, Corey. And I want to build on it. I got a question for Russ based on that, but I want to get to these comments. Dawn, I'm gonna hit you up as soon as I get off here, because not only can I show you where to get the course, but I can show you how to get free satoshis to get in the course.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's why I'm out here. Andrea, what's up, Andrea? First of all, Andrea, I owe you a text message as well. I did talk to Corey this week and got some dates. So as soon as I get off here, I'm gonna get with you as well. So we can get that set up. So what's up, Andrea? Thank you for checking in.
Okay, and one thing.
I got a question for you, Russ. Hold on, I got a question for you about what Corey said.
Okay.
He's already considered you actually can create art, Jose?
Yeah, Jose got the whole company.
That's right. He definitely did.
Yeah.
I know he got his clothing brand, but I forgot he's an artist.
Man.
Now everybody about to put their kids to work. Look,
get out there. They about to put their kids on the school.
That's the power of it, because that space and that NFT space and the art space is like, yo, the numbers are crazy. I saw a kid, and I said this before last week. I saw an 18-year-old kid, about a month or two ago. He made $380,000 on a Saturday night. 18 years old. And then he was back on Twitter like 2 weeks now, like I'm house shopping. I said, okay.
But you are. You just made you know what I mean? More than $250,000.
What's up? All right, so here's my question. Here's my question to you guys. Write this question. You see that crap about Bitcoin being used for
let me answer that.
all the legal transactions. That's she answered it, but go ahead, Russ. I know you had a point about that.
Yeah, she answered it. Yeah, she they don't want you to use it. because they want you to use their currency.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they're going to come out with a new crypto, like a stable coin, and it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna decline in value.
Yeah,
You know
because
what I'm saying?
if they continuously just like I guess
Mhm.
printing will change, right? Well, right now they
Yeah,
don't print them anymore anyway. They just push
yeah,
button.
yeah. Well, it'll be like XRP. It's not mined, so they can just make as many as they want.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Don't now you about to have the XRP people coming for you, man, because they got an army out there, man. But Russ, here's the question I have for you. Corey was
Okay.
talking about the transparency that crypto provides and why government um doesn't really like that, right?
Mhm.
So, we had a new administration come in this week, and I saw several articles and people in the crypto space were excited about it because the people that he put in his cabinet, some of them are pro crypto.
Mhm.
What is your thought on that? Like, is that a good thing, or is it all smoke and mirrors?
I think it's a good thing, right? What happened was Goldman Sachs wanted to get it. They want to get into crypto, so they put their people in office. You know what I'm saying? Goldman Sachs says, hey, I don't. Y'all know about Goldman Sachs. They put their people in high positions so they can get what they want. They so they short freaking countries, but I think it's awesome because you know that head of the SEC is going to push crypto
Hmm.
because his bosses is telling him to push crypto.
Interesting.
You understand?
So the guy that named the head of the SEC, he's from Goldman Sachs.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and the deal is, man, you don't ever separate from Goldman Sachs. You are secretly
Yeah,
still with them.
it's a secret society. All they ask is
I
trust.
forgot
Yeah.
who it was. It was somebody that they're probably watching now. And when I talked about buying those XLF leaps this is a while ago, and they said, "Do you think the banks will still be here?" And I kept pointing out that the banks do not lose,
Mhm.
right? And if you guys don't believe how gangster Goldman Sachs is, just Google Goldman Sachs U.S. government. It's like they're
Yeah.
the same person. Like,
Listen, and then they not even trying to hide it no more. The thing is, they used to try to be undercover. They're not even trying to hide it no more. Like they out here, like this is what we do. The boss said we're gonna turn the printer on and make it go brrr, and
yeah,
nobody even better than I. Like nobody better than I.
Yeah.
He just said we gonna turn on the printing machine and keep the economy afloat.
Mhm.
That's
yeah.
what we're gonna do, and we're gonna keep turning on the printing machine until the economy get to the point where it can sustain itself, and then we'll reel it back in.
It
I'm
was
like,
crazy. It was crazy. There's actual documentary on YouTube about Goldman Sachs and the incestuous relationship with the U.S. government. You know what I mean? So y'all could look that up later. Not why I know if you're watching on YouTube now, you can stay here with us. But
Yeah.
later on, go look up Goldman Sachs and the U.S. government. That relationship is kind of crazy.
yeah, it's vicious out here, man.
I mean, they have destroyed countries. You
Yeah, they
understand?
short entire
Yeah,
countries.
they
Oh,
destroyed Greece. I
listen,
mean, like,
listen, they destroy. Listen, they control the money supply, which means they.
Corey, you mute
I
yourself.
mean, I said they control money supply, which means they control the people. Like
mhm.
everybody think the U.S. government controls the people. No, what controls the people is the money supply. Because if they cut off the money supply, then it raise interest rates and do all of that stuff. Then everybody here is starved. I don't
Listen,
care what kind of businesses is going on.
Mhm.
I told you it's funny how we do the same way. It's interesting you just said that. I just got a new book. I didn't even finish it yet. Just started it. Right. I'm gonna show it here. It's called. You guys can see that.
The history of central
It's-
Central
banking
banking and
and
the enslavement of
enslavement of
mankind.
yeah.
mankind.
And you know what was crazy,
Did you
man?
read this before, Russ?
Uh-uh.
This is the
But
crazy
here's
part
what's
about this
here's
book.
what's, here's what's crazy. The
Oh,
so-called founding fathers came over here and killed our ancestors and all of that, really to get away from central banks.
It's a whole movement. Like the whole reason, like Andrew Jackson was like the last president like that was standing in the way of the central banks. He was like, "No, dog, we're not dealing with y'all. We're not messing with y'all." And there's lots of things that I despise about Andrew Jackson, But the one thing that I understand about the man that I actually get down with is that he was like, no, man, we not like they tried to off my man a couple times because he wouldn't get down with the central banking, you know. And it's so yo,
All I know is Alexander Hamilton had bars. But listen though, real quick though,
he did.
Dawn, there's another book out there called The Creature from Jekyll Island. I can like co-sign that a gazillion %.
Yeah.
You might want to look that up. It's a lot bigger than this book, and I'm thinking this has a lot of the same things. But The Creature from Jekyll Island is the ultimate classic. But what's interesting about this book is, and this is something I saw you post earlier today, Russ. The reason I got this book is because I got caught in a thread on Twitter, and you know, and a lot of times on Twitter, I'm talking to people from either the precious metals community or the crypto community, and they kind of overlap a lot. And the reason they overlap is because the thing about precious metals are they're also like, you know, decentralized. So a lot of the people overlap within those communities. And someone had mentioned how powerful this book was, and they said the thing is you won't be able to find it. So I went on Amazon, and they won't even hold it. This book has been banned in most bookstores. So how did I get it? eBay. I found somebody with it on eBay and I got it. So funny thing about that is you talk about a store of value. This book is actually worth more than what I paid for it. And it's funny I say that because I saw Russ post something today about a book. You got a first edition. You said book. You said
When Rocks Cry Out.
When Rocks Cry Out. And you said that book itself is worth more than what the value is rose in that book.
Yeah, I paid $65 for it, man. And it's worth it. It's, you know, these people want $950, $1,900 for it because it was only 1,000 of them made. Yeah, and you know the author signs it, and he's about to come out with a new one, man, with a real map of the Americas. It's the children's book with the actual real black faces.
Interesting. That gives me an idea. Next book we release, Corey, we're about to just drop like 100, and that's just it.
Yeah.
Make the secondary market go crazy. Because when I got into another rabbit hole, when I couldn't find this and I saw that it wasn't on Amazon and all that, and the people that put it on Amazon were trying to resell it for hundreds of dollars, but that got taken down too. I'm like, first of all, why you keep taking it down? And then, the title itself should tell you why. But I got caught into this thing of looking up like rare books because I'm always trying to find stores of value. And that market itself is crazy.
It is. Listen, I bought the book for the Reverend Leon Sullivan. I bought it for full price. I paid $140 for that joint.
I got a story about that.
And then
I told you already.
You talked to me.
Yeah, I talked to you this week about it.
Yeah, we talked this week about it. I was like, damn, I paid $140 for that book. And you were like, damn, I just paid $20 for this joint.
Listen, let me tell you how lucky I am, right? So this is how I play myself. I always talk about as an investor, we always looking to make a rate of return, but sometimes you F up, right? You get some losses. I had some losses in the market this week too, but my biggest loss was this. It's a book by Reverend Leon Sullivan. It's called Build, Brother, Build or something like that.
Yep.
It's out of print. It's a classic book. I've been looking to buy this book literally for years. On Amazon, it's like $200, $300. I'm like, I found one on eBay for $15. Dude wanted $15 and $4 for shipping. So here I go. I'm trying to lowball him. I'm like the same way I blame Spoon. Spoon told me to work my orders, so I'm working my orders with everything, man. I told dude, I said, yo, I give you $11. I still pay the $4 shipping, so I'm all in $15. And he didn't respond right away. Then he said it like, somebody gave me full price. I'm sitting there pissed because now I go back on eBay and the next one is like $220. I said, oh my, for $4. I got lucky, right? eBay sends me an email like, yo, I happen to be on my email. It's like somebody else just like put one up. So I ended up getting it, but I still paid more money. I paid $20 for it, and I still had to pay shipping. So I ended up, costing myself about $10. But that's just an idea. Like, so we talk about stocks, we talk about real estate. There are a gazillion ways to make money.
There's money everywhere out this job.
Cameron said it, man. You can't get paid on an earth this big. You worthless, kid. It's a gazillion ways to make money. People are making money in books, like stores of value, and you have a limited number.
Buying rare books.
Because when you think about the stocks, right? When you think about the stock market,
scarcity is the thing that drives it.
Scarcity is the thing. There's only a limited number of shares out there, so those shares will have value. When you talk about real estate, people always say they're not making any more. It's that whole scarcity. Scarcity is important when it comes to, valuing anything. right? We talk about
Yeah.
Bitcoin and the amount of Bitcoin that will be mined. So I think that's important, man. But we got Russell. We got to take advantage of the fact that we got Russell. And let's get a couple more of these comments, and then I got some questions for Russ, man. Let's see. Let's get a couple more comments up here. Yeah, he talks about this. He's 13. Has a Kirby Van Gogh. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay. Nice.
Right? I want to be like him when I grow
Yeah.
up.
Appreciate you saying that, Don. Goldman Sachs is definitely.
Yeah, they gang.
They definitely gangster. It means unemployment payments for some 3 to 5 years. That's insane. Yeah.
Listen, they said they're gonna spin that wheel until everything gets settled.
Mm-hmm. Goldman and the government are definitely pro.
Until they can't control that interest rate.
That the sheer amount of people that they've done this to, Jose, is like insane when you look it up and you realize like this has been going on since the 80s, even before that.
From Jekyll Island.
Yeah, the creature from Jekyll Island. Not Forrest from, but yeah, you can find that. Sam, what's up, good brother?
Here, what's going on?
What's up, good brother? So, Russ, man, let me ask you a question, man. So, you were someone that's in the crypto space every day. And first of all, that webinar you just had was amazing. I bookmarked so many sites from the sites that you showed. One thing I want to ask you though, and I was looking for this today. When you're looking to see where to buy a specific coin, what's the best place to go for that?
CoinMarketCap.
CoinMarketCap.
CoinMarketCap has all the prices of the coins. So some are going to be like people buy on Coinbase. I never suggest buy on Coinbase. You sell on Coinbase.
Okay.
Because the prices are always higher.
Okay.
Always. So when you're checking out CoinMarketCap and you put your coin in, go to markets, and it'll tell you every market that it's on, and it'll show you the price.
Okay. So that's the way you can find where anything pretty much is sold, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Uniswap is normally cheaper, but gas fees.
Man, yo, I told Rich the other day. I said, yo, when I first was setting up my little art gallery up there, I was like, yo, they tried to charge me. I was putting something up for like $50. They tried to charge me $90 in gas. I said, no, gas on the blockchain sometimes is more expensive than gas in real life.
Yeah, you can set your gas fees. You can set the slippage. You know what I'm saying? I do 5%.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Only problem with that sometimes is your stuff be mad slow.
It don't get filled a lot of times, but I guess I've been getting fortunate and it's getting filled every time.
Yo, I'll be wilding out on the blockchain. I'll try like coming in the middle of the night and it's like I'll get stuff mad cheap. But then, I don't even know if that matters, but does this work for me? Like during the course of the day when stuff is moving, like the gas fees be crazy.
Yeah. You want to catch Ethereum on down days.
Yeah, that's what it is. Let me share this real quick because I want Russ to really talk about this because I think that's important too. Because most folks start out with Coinbase, and it's not a bad place to start out. But in terms of getting data and information, you're saying that this is a spot to go. CoinMarketCap, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I got CoinMarketCap up. If I want to see a specific coin, let me see. Let me look up something random. I think it's called Mana. Here it is.
You've been looking up the NFT tokens.
Listen, man, I'm stuck in a rabbit hole, Russ. All right, so if I want to see where this is sold at, where do I go?
Go down. Okay, go to right next to overview. Stop. Right next to overview, you see markets. Market.
Okay. So this is right on Binance. Okay, so that's how. So I can put up any coin I can find right here where it's sold at.
And you see the different prices.
Let's see. So coin. Oh, this is on Coinbase Pro. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I mean, like CoinMarketCap is the most underrated tool in the world.
Interesting. It's all kinds of information on here. So what else is like this? And I wanted to show this because I think it's good information for people that want to do research. You can do all sorts of research right here in this one website.
Because you have the white paper, the website, the contract address. I mean everything. And do you guys use Etherscan?
Yeah. I use Etherscan to check transactions.
Okay. It's also a good place to get. Also a good place to get.
So the white paper is right here too. Okay, so folks that are watching this, you can go to CoinMarketCap and you can get the white paper for whatever asset you're looking up, which is important.
And for
I
those
know
of
a
you
lot
who
of times,
don't know what a white paper is, it's like the SEC filing for a stock. It's the same thing for with every coin that comes on. They have a white paper.
and 90% of them are BS.
thank you for saying that, because I say that all the time and I get attacked from people that are just like all in the people. Some people are all in the crypto. Listen, one of the reasons that I appreciate Russ, I'm gonna give you flowers while you're here, Russ, is that like you, Rich, Zay, and Camille. The reason I call you guys y'all four the only people I listen to is because it's not a lot of the hyperbole. Like you love the space, but you also recognize there's a lot of BS in the space,
Mm-hmm.
right? Some folks are so all in on crypto, you can't say anything wrong, even if it is wrong, and they're ready to chop your head off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Like,
but
like people talk about DeFi. I tell people, man, if you're not experienced, stay away from that.
Mhm.
Because what these guys do, right, is they come up with a BS product and it has a low circulating supply, right? Sometimes like 30, 50,000, right, coins, right?
Mhm.
Now, what that means is that it can be easily manipulated. So it can go up 2,000%, right?
Mhm.
And the developers and the marketing team who own 80% of those coins just dump it, you know?
Mm.
And I've seen these coins fall 99% in an hour.
Wow.
Oh,
Actually 30 minutes.
And that's why we got to be careful to stay
Yeah,
away from that kind of stuff.
yeah. Because especially like on Uniswap, anyone can make
Anything.
any coin on Uniswap.
That's the
Right?
danger about
Yeah,
decentralization. Janelle, what's going on, Janelle?
yeah.
Jamil, ho, we gotta stop. She's another legend. Her and her son are legendary. Truth.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
This
So
for
let's stop.
yeah, let's give her flowers. And we got all kinds of
When the
people
when the
that-
legends show up, you gotta say
This is
hello.
true. This is true. Because
Janelle is a legend. Her son is a legend. In the space, he's a 14-year-old trader that's getting to the chicken.
Yeah.
Let's be very clear. He's 14.
listen,
He's
the one
out
thing
here
I love about her son is like is no smoke and mirrors. He knows his stuff, right?
yeah.
When we had him, like you can ask him any question and he answers like this. But even beyond that, he's a great example. So Corey and I do a lot of talking to the youth. Like we it was us two and Malik talked to a bunch of kids this past week. Now, granted, we had to use Zoom. And one of the questions you always get when you talk to younger kids is this something I really can do? Well, Corey was like, okay, watch this link here. So Corey came up with the idea. Now we're just going to point him the truth. Because
Yeah.
when they say, can I do it? Here's somebody that's doing it. That's your age. So, yeah, salute to Janelle, another legend. We definitely got to give her flowers, too. You got folks looking crazy at Coinbase, though. Dawn says she's not using Coinbase. Julia says no more Coinbase. Here's the thing, though.
What's up? What's up, JJ? Julius Johnson, man, was one of my managers, man, when I was going door to door selling magazines.
Okay, what's up, Julius?
He'd be a bad brother.
Listen, man. Coinbase when it goes public, though, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
That's gonna be nuts.
Listen, Corey, we got another legend pulling up right now.
Oh, that's the young boy with the Fred with the cheese.
Fred with the cheese out of Canada, man. This young brother right here is a bird. Trades crypto, buys precious metals, and he owns real estate.
He's like 24.
Yeah, man. Fred, what's up, Fred? Thank you for checking in, man. Said he missed a start. Hope someone mentioned Engine, Microsoft partnership and grassroots presence in Japan. I know the guy that in Engine, right? We get back to the NFTs can be transferred across games and that. So the guy that founded Engine, I think, is the same guy that founded the site that partnered with the NBA for that Top Shot project. So that's interesting because he has a history in NFTs. All right, so here's a question, and I know Russ talked about this before. Can you go over VPNs and why they're necessary? Also, which ones are used in the U.S.? Here's why that's an interesting question. I know Russ. I think you said Norton was the one you used. Is that what you said?
Yeah. You use a Norton.
Tunnel Bear. I use Tunnel Bear.
I'll tell you why they are important, right? Because like Binance, right? You can't get on the original Binance without a VPN, right? You can set it to like Norway or somewhere, but and if you're a trader, you definitely use Binance because they have what's called up and down tokens, okay, which normally give you 3 times leverage, but without the leverage, you're not going to blow up your account if it falls below a certain point.
Okay.
You know, so if you're not trading up and down coins, then that's where the money's at,
Got
right? Go check Binance. You'll see ADA up, Ethereum up, down. Ripple. Like, I mean, there was a ton of money made, man, in Ripple down coins.
Ripple down coin.
Yeah.
What happened to that? Wasn't a specific coin, and that is the problem they were trying to solve. I know Coinbase had. I can't think of the name of the coin where they were talking about a VPN for blockchain. Was it Orchid or something like that?
I think so. I don't own it. I don't own
Yeah,
a lot of coins on
yeah. I think it was Orchid or Orchid. Let me see. Let me look it up though. But that kind of was the problem that they said they were going to solve, which was VPNs, but on the blockchain.
mhm.
I think it was Orch. Let me see. Let me pull it up here so everybody can see what I'm talking about. But VPNs will allow you. I remember when a couple years ago when I was in Australia, right, and I got pissed because I couldn't get certain shows on Netflix. I just got on a VPN and said I was somewhere in Chicago, and I was cool. But anyway, here it is, Orchid. I think this is it.
Yeah, Orchid. Yep.
Yeah, here it is. A private network VPN. Yep,
Yeah.
the world's first incentivized peer-to-peer privacy network. So it's ERC20 token, but this is supposedly a VPN that's for the blockchain. So just put that out there. So that's so the VPNs allow you when you log into look as if you're somewhere else. Make a bottom line. So with Binance, you're not really supposed to have it, but I'm
Yeah,
not gonna say what I was getting ready to say. I want
yeah,
Binance coming after me.
yeah. Because there's a lot of good tokens on foreign exchanges that will not let you on if you're in the U.S. because they don't comply with the U.S. rules,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have to.
Got you. So I have an answer, but I want you to give your answer first, Russ. If Coinbase is the best place to sell, what would you call the best place to buy in your opinion? And this is not investment advice, education, and entertainment purposes only. But Russ, what would you say in your
You
opinion?
know, one of my favorite places, I buy on crypto.com, but one of my favorite places is Voyager, because there's no fees, right? Even though
What you
people
mean there's
say
no
they
fees?
are,
Oh, what you mean there's no fees? I've never tried Voyager. What you mean there's
yeah,
no fees?
no fees. If the coin is $10 and you buy 10 of them, it's only $100.
Oh, whoa, easy.
Yeah,
Hey, hold
No, dog.
on.
really. And it's
I've
also
never
It's also traded on the New York Stock Exchange, man. A
That
52-week
that part
low.
I knew. I
Okay.
grabbed something you told me.
but
That part,
hold
you ain't tell me it wasn't no fees on that.
on. So how
Thought
do
I
they make their
did.
money? How do they make their money? There's no fees.
That's a good question. I don't know. you know,
No, listen,
Selling on the stock
I
market.
just I just be buying and transferring.
is there KYC? I'm pretty sure it's KYC if they're on the
Yes,
stock
yes,
market.
KYC.
Okay.
It's Canadian, so yeah.
Oh, there you go. They ain't got to do no U.S. Compliance stuff.
Unless you're going OTC, you're pretty much gonna have to do KYC unless it's a
I
Uniswap, a
mean,
Link swap.
I mean, no comment. We on a public platform. I'm going to be quiet on that
Yeah.
because you could do some OTC. There's some OTC out here. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
Adrian,
listen, I know some OTC people.
okay, got you. Adrian,
You know?
hit me up when we get off here. I have to me the best way to get into crypto, especially for someone who's just started. My opinion, and this is my opinion, and it's not investment advice, is dollar cost averaging. In fact, dollar cost averaging is the best way, in my opinion, to buy any asset. I don't care
Yep.
whether it's stock, I don't care whether it's crypto, I don't care whether it's precious metals. DCA is the way to buy. and there's a specific Bitcoin site that's made for dollar cost averaging. And the reason that I'm telling you to send me an inbox once this is over is because I'm going to send you my link so we both can get something. I'll be very transparent with you.
Hey, listen.
The only reason I'm not
Hey.
telling you now is because I want my affiliate.
Yeah.
But I'm about that affiliate life out here, man.
Oh, okay. So see, you go through. So I actually go through people.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying it's a whole other site. But
Oh, okay.
OTC is going through people too.
Yeah.
I go through people with OTC as well. If I actually buy OTC. I'm not saying I buy OTC.
Yeah.
I'm saying if I did buy OTC, it would be through people. I want to put that out there for the public.
Well,
I'm not saying I buy OTC.
well, if you actually might, if you bought some, not saying that you did, and you sent me a link, not saying that you did, I probably would buy. It's possible. Maybe to help you.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that.
Yeah,
But now another question is offline wallets, right? So I know that there was a lot of a fuss around Ledger because people's information got out. Now it wasn't the crypto information; it was just like customer information. But someone asked me, like, is Ledger still safe? I said Ledger might be
everything but your crypto.
I said Ledger might be the safest place now because they can't afford to have nothing like that happen again. So they probably safer than all the other ones at this point. But there's a hot wallet and then there's a cold wallet, right? So hot wallets are ones that have an internet connection, so things like Trust.
Yeah, let me give you the safest wallet, right? Mm-hmm. But you have to have a Android for this, and I have an Apple. It's called Samurai Wallet.
What makes this the safest?
It generates different codes like every 10 minutes. You can actually put it in stealth mode where it won't even show up on your phone. And there's a lot of stuff.
I gotta look that up. I've never heard of that. That's another one. I gotta write this. Russ is giving us gaming that shit.
Samurai Wallet.
Listen, man. For those watching, Russ always drops gems. Samurai Wallet. If you have an Android,
like it's making me. It's so good, that it's making me want to go out and buy an Android.
Listen, man, get you one of them cheap trap phones, man. Listen, speaking of that, shout out to my brother Jabbar Fairweather, right? Jabbar Fairweather is an exclusive.
I'm gonna put it in the group. I'm gonna put Samurai.
Definitely do. I got something I want to talk to you too about, right? I don't know if I told you about this one. So a good friend of ours, Jabbar Fairweather, who was a guest on the By the Hood podcast, me and him had a conversation. And first of all, Jabbar's out of his mind. He called me on like Tuesday, like, yo, what you doing tomorrow? Nothing. Yo, let's go to Utah. Utah? For what? Anyway, I said, I can't. I got a settlement. He went out to Utah. He met up with the founder of this company who's in the cryptocurrency space. They're called Clear. They make a cell phone, right? They have their own token, the Clear token, but they make a cell phone that's decentralized, that it's literally private. No one can listen to anything. It's through the blockchain, but it's decentralized. A decentralized cell phone. The technology is out of control, and because Jabbar is like such a gangster, he went out there and got the exclusive rights to this area. But there's something else that's like, and this is what I mean about where this space is moving. When you watch the news, they say Bitcoin is this or Bitcoin is that. There's so much more going on. But Dawn, getting back to your point, the wallet that I like, and Rich put me down with this wallet. I didn't use it for a long time, but Rich kept saying use it. Is the Trust wallet. I love the Trust wallet, which is a warm wallet. Cold storage, Trezor, Ledger, those are all good choices in my opinion. I've never heard of Samurai, but if Russ says it's legit, then it's legit.
Yeah, I just put it in the By the Hood group. Check it out. You're gonna love it.
Yeah. So Samurai is something new.
It just came back. It just came to me. I have so much stuff in my head.
But the point that I want to make about this, Dawn, is that the reason I like this question is because if you do have crypto and it is sitting on an exchange, I don't care what exchange, whether it's Binance, Coinbase, please get it off the exchange. Not your keys, not your crypto. Mm-hmm. And if you're buying crypto on Robinhood, you also don't own cryptocurrency.
Or Cash App or
Cash App gave you private keys though.
Yeah, you can get private keys, but I'm just saying.
I don't leave it on there either though.
Yeah, you can get it off of there, but now I'm just saying. Well, before you couldn't get off, but now they changed it where you can.
But PayPal, if you buy it on PayPal, that's the same thing as buying it on Robinhood. You don't own cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
So, you know,
PayPal is just there to bring awareness. You really can't buy or sell. You can buy, but you really can't sell.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta liquidate and then rebuy somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yes, I'm gonna get the link for you now, Tim, so I can make sure that I put it within the chat. Let's see. I'm gonna get the link right now. With Truth Jones was on the By the Hood podcast telling his story, so everybody can take a look at this when they finish, because this young brother, man, something else. Something else.
He get right to it.
All right, so I got that link for you. I'm about to drop it in here. All right.
Safe pal.
Wait a minute. I could put Samurai Wallet in here in the chat.
Yes, you can. I just dropped the link, the YouTube link for you, Tim. It'll pop up in a second. I use IP Ghost, so that's another one for you in terms of a VPN. IP Ghost. I'm using a Brave browser, so I'm on a what's the name?
Free bat token.
Yeah, but what's the name of the joint on here where you can go into the other mode? No, you know what's that joint you go to where it's a whole different web? I'm on a
dark web.
I'm on a torrent joint.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Tor browser.
I'm on the Tor browser. It goes down on the Tor browser, yo. Let me see. My nephew is 10 and loves numbers. I would love him to follow him. Adrian, I just put that video so you can watch the video of him in there. I have some OXT. Have you tried to use the VPN service, Jose? Like, I want to know if somebody. So a lot of people got the tokens because you can get them for free on Coinbase by taking those classes. But my question is, has anybody used the actual service? And this is what Russ was talking about. A lot of these projects are trash. But people pump the coins. I can't speak to OXT, but I want to know if anybody's used the actual VPN. Some ICOs use the VPN, correct?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I don't deal with ICOs.
Interesting. You sound like Warren Buffett and IPO. You said you don't even deal with them at all.
I tell you why. What happens with most of them, right, is people buy them pre-ICO, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when the actual coin hits, it shoots up, goes. So it goes down quick. So I normally wait, until the drop. That if it's good coin to get in.
Okay. All right. So I'm just sharing the Samurai. I just share Samurai with everybody as well, in case you want to check out that wallet.
Okay.
I just shared it in there. So when using the VPN, what country should we set it to? Just pick any country, or is one better than the other? What's your guys' experience with this?
I just set it anywhere outside the U.S.
Yeah, I set it Norway.
Okay. Maybe he knows something about Norway. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just never had a problem with Norway.
No, the crazy part is like not telling anybody to do this because I'm not saying I've done it either, but when you use a VPN and go on Netflix in different countries, that's always interesting because you start to realize like, yo, we don't got the same shows.
We got nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. There's some fire shows in other countries. Not saying I've done that. That's what I've heard.
Yeah. I heard that too.
Yeah. Adrian, you can also use the recommended country on some. Okay, so it'll auto rotate for you. Julius. Yeah.
And it's also another level of security.
Listen, Julius, Russell always drops knowledge. Yeah. Okay, Voyager. Man, listen, I never even heard. Like, I've heard of Voyager because of about the whole stock market. So with Mara, Riot, Voyager, anything that's related to crypto that's in the stock market, Let's see. Yeah, man. So Voyager, I gotta check out Voyager. Yeah, I'm not saying I've used OTC. I'm just saying I'm familiar that that it exists.
Well, OTC is actually how it's supposed to be. It's truly peer-to-peer.
Andrea, great question, right? So let me tell you my experience with Celsius. I ignored it for a long time. Russ kept telling me I was crazy. Kept saying, listen, man, you're missing out on money. He said, if you got a full Bitcoin, you can put it on here and you're losing money. Deshaun told me the same thing. Shout out to Deshaun Miller, who's on our podcast as well, and he kept telling me, "Get on Celsius, get on Celsius." So understand with Celsius though that it's centralized.
Mm-hmm.
So when you put things on Celsius, again, you don't have full control over it. One of the benefits of cryptocurrency is literally being your own bank and being responsible for everything. So you're putting that in the hands of Celsius, and Alex Mashinsky is the guy's name who runs that. But I've had no complaints with Celsius. They pay a very amazing APR, but I don't put everything there.
Yeah.
That's the way I protect myself. Is I put some there. Another thing about security is I keep a cold wallet, but in terms of like hot wallets in different places, I'll put a little bit on crypto.com, a little bit on Celsius. That way I feel it's not unless someone's going to attack multiple places at one time. I think it gives you a whole nother level of security.
Yeah. And here's the thing about Celsius, your crypto is actually insured by Lloyd's of London. So, and Lloyd's of London is actually a good company.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna say a good company. It's an insurance company.
Yeah.
It's better than most.
They've been around for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So, but I do like Celsius. One of the things I like about Celsius is this being very transparent. So I stake at crypto.com as well as Celsius, and at crypto.com I actually get better rates. But the difference between crypto.com and Celsius is this, right? So let's just say I'm taking USDC. If I stake it at crypto.com, I have to lock it up for 3 months. By locking it up for 3 months, I'm getting 12%. I take that same USDC to Celsius, I'll probably get about 10%, but I don't have to lock it up. So depending upon how liquid I want to be, you can place it here or there. So with Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin on crypto.com is 6.5%, and at Celsius is about 6.2 last I checked. So it's not that much of a difference. But again, if you're trying to maximize your percentage, you might want that 0.3%. But if you want that liquidity, you might want to put it on Celsius I do both.
Yeah. You can use hold mode, HODL mode too on Celsius.
Okay. I'm not familiar with that. What's that do?
That's a code, right? It's another layer of security where if you're not going to be taking it off, or you can put that on, and you can't take it off, and no one can take it off. You have to have another code.
Oh damn!
Yeah, I never heard of that.
You can take it off whenever you want.
Yeah, every time Russ talk, I gotta get the note out, like the Galaxy Note. I gotta pull the Galaxy Note out, like Russ always.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch this joint because there's just so many gems being dropped in this joint. It's crazy. Like I can't even keep. I stopped writing because I can't even keep up. I just gotta rewatch it and write later. Like I wanted to, what I mean.
What's the best place to stake in your opinion, Russ?
I guess I use Celsius because I just don't trust. Crypto.com is good, but I don't trust those other DeFi sites because they just haven't.
What about like what's the other one a lot of people use? Nexus or Nexo or something like that? A lot of people use that.
Yeah, that's cool, but you see people talking about they get 60, 70%, and I'm not with locking up my money. I just don't want to do that, right?
And even Compound is reputable too, but they don't really offer no great rates.
No. Like, some of my crypto is locked up on Celsius because I took out a loan, to buy some more coins. But
so get more money on those.
That's a whole piece of game. Right? I want you to break that down for the people.
A beast with that.
This right here is worth your price of admission, which was free. But break down to the folks the actual arbitrage plays that you make in crypto. I think this is powerful.
I took out a loan to buy some SNX because I know SNX is going to go up higher.
So, all right, but I want you to talk about. You don't have to get specific numbers, but when you borrow, at what rate did you borrow?
1%.
So you're paying 1% on the money you borrow.
6 month loan.
6 months at 1%, and when you staked it, what are you getting back?
16.16%.
All right, I'm just gonna leave it there.
Oh, whoa! Did you just become the bank?
That's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. If you understand how a bank works and they take money at one rate and make another rate, Russ just became his own bank.
Yeah.
This is why
Russ is our guy.
what Don said. He said, "Damn, Russ."
You know, like you can go up to like if you can go to like 50% loan to value, and it becomes like 8%. You know what I'm saying? But still,
but you're borrowing at 1 and making 8 or making 6, whatever you're making. That right there is powerful.
Yeah, I mean the interest rate was so low, man. When they sent me the stuff, I was like, how do they make money?
So that's their business.
Yeah.
I'm not going to maybe not need to have OTC plug too. Not saying I can get that info from. Yeah, that's right. I like the way you put that. To Samurai, just for joy. His brother raves about it. He's an aggressive investor. That's good to know, Shaw. That's good to know. Good information, man. Because
it's an awesome wallet.
Fatima, what's going on? Good evening. Here's the thing about Cash App, right? Cash App is not a bad place to buy, right? But here's what I will say. I did the math one time. If it's still the same, one of those days I was caught in a rabbit hole. If you buy on Cash App and you're paying $100 or more, it's actually cheaper than Coinbase. It's cheaper than Gemini. It's cheaper than a lot of places if you're buying $100 or more. If you're buying below $100, it's around the same. Cash App, the one thing I like about Cash App is it's a good way to get people started that have never bought crypto because most people in our community have Cash App, right? Cash App is damn near a verb in the Black community. So, Cash App me. Like, it is what it is. So it's a good way to get people into it. But I wouldn't leave my money on there. I don't use Robinhood for anything but to hold my free stuff.
Yeah, Robinhood is the worst. You understand?
Yeah, so don't buy no crypto there. Nothing.
Yeah. You can't if you can't move it.
It's not even crypto because it's not even crypto. What you have is a piece of paper. You have an IOU. It's almost the equivalent of buying a GLD ETF and saying I own gold. You have a piece of paper.
We call it a paper contract.
Yeah, you have a paper contract.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So my thing with that though, to be honest with you, Russ, I used to be like, because again, as someone who buys precious metals and buys crypto, the reason I want to do it is because I want to be decentralized. But I do understand the other point of it. If you're just using it as a way to ride the wave in terms of up and down, that can make sense too, right? You can go there and then take it out to buy options or whatever. So it's ways to utilize it as long as you understand what it is you have. I use SafePal. You ever tried SafePal? I never tried SafePal.
I've never tried SafePal, but I will try it once we get off of here.
Of course you will. Of course you will. Oh, Don had already put it in there. Thank you, Don. Appreciate that. I had dropped it too. I've been trying to send my Bitcoin to my other app and it's still pending. What Fatima, if you don't mind, like where are you trying to where are you sending it from and sending it to? So maybe we can figure that out. So you can download Samurai and Google Play. I'm gonna take a look at that as soon as I get off here. I'm always looking for new wallets. He's gonna check out the service tonight, the OXT. Yeah, so yeah, man. Russ is giving out the game, man. Listen, for those that want to reach out to Russ, but you can find Russ right here on Facebook. Russ does consultations.
He like I said, he got reports. He does consultations, and he give out what's the John that you with the crypto plays where you was giving out
the mastermind report, man. It has option plays. It has forex.
No, I grabbed that already. I'm talking about where you was just talking about buying the tokens, where to buy the tokens from, and all that kind of stuff. Like you would.
Coin market cap. You tell me that?
Yeah.
Fatima, this is a great question, right? Because another great question about taxes. Does Crypto.com send you a tax form at the end, or do you have to keep up yourself, right? So here's what Crypto.com does. You can print out all your transactions. Crypto and taxes are going to be very important moving into the future because the one thing I do know is that it's not even about knowing this. The IRS actually put out a statement saying that they're going to start being aggressive when it comes to cryptocurrency, as opposed to just like now giving out information and warning people. So there are several softwares out there where you can get all of your CSV files. You can get them from Coinbase. You can get it from Gemini, Crypto.com. You can download it there because I did mine myself for this past 2020. And you can import them into there's different softwares out there. There's one called you can go to cryptotrader.tax. There's another one called bear.tax, cointracking.info. Another one is called coinly.io, KOINLY.io. Those are the four that I'm looking at personally. and I haven't made my decision which one, but those are the 4 I've been looking at, and all 4 of them allow you to import your CSV files, put all your information in. And what's powerful about them is, like specifically one of them is actually they have a whole TurboTax plugin that actually works with it. I think it's CryptoTrader.tax. What they do is they'll recognize your wallet. So when you send something from your wallet to your wallet, that's not a taxable transaction, and they can through the use of AI, another space we need to be paying attention to. They can figure out when you're sending something to yourself versus when you're selling it to make a profit. So therefore, you don't have to worry about being overcharged, and it gives you a full rundown. It gives you the actual document you need to put with your taxes. So that's a great question, because a lot of folks out there are going to get themselves jammed up, not giving Uncle Sam his cut.
Yeah, and people think that they can hide their crypto in their wallets. I'm learning how to find all of that stuff. 'Cause I'm going to do that for a living. You know.
See, he didn't put a whole other thing out there.
Well, not for the IRS, but for like wives and things like that.
You gonna be a crypto private detective,
a crypto investigator.
Not for the government, but
But my thing is this though: if someone so I know on Etherscan, right? So Corey and I are part of an investment group, and we've actually bought a shit ton of Ether. But one of the ways we all keep track of where that is and shout out to Camille, who runs he runs our crypto part of our investment group. But Etherscan, we can see any transaction made within our address on Etherscan. If I own not Ether, say Bitcoin or something, and it's on cold storage, you still can find out?
Yeah. I'm learning how.
That's scary.
Because the people that I'm learning from, they also don't do it for the government. They do it for,
got you.
Things like that.
What if it's Monero?
That's a good question. I'll ask that.
I know that the government itself, IRS, put out a bounty, and it said
correct the privacy on
$600,000 for anybody that can
I've seen
Monero.
That.
But my response to that is, if you have the ability to crack Monero, you don't need $600,000 for the government. You can go get a mill somewhere else. If you have that technical ability, $600,000 ain't gonna mean that much to you.
And that's why it's still up there.
Exactly. Yeah, this definitely a rewatch, because he dropped so many gems. Like, same thing here. Everybody's saying they got a rewatch.
Yeah, we don't get into the crypto spirit or work with the government.
No.
Unless you work for Goldman Sachs.
Me and my girl watching together. I'm taking notes. 60%. Wow.
Yeah. Well, you still don't work for the government. You work for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, Rush, you dropped a million gems tonight, man. I want to say I appreciate you for doing that. I'm gonna need an Android phone I know people that actually have done that. Like shout out to my brother Classic. He had some contraption. He's a real technical guy, where he has an old Android phone just for his crypto. He's like, it's the best form of cold storage, just not on anything, and he uses some wallet. I'm not sure if it's Samurai. Now that you said that, I'm gonna ask him, but he has one just for his crypto.
Yeah. I mean, I know people that have laptops, man, just for their crypto, and they never put it online.
And another thing I like about having Russ on is I'll be getting my own questions answered that I forget when me and Russ talk. I forget, but now that I have more, I'll be thinking.
You get all of it
from my cash at thecrypto.com. Okay. All right. So Fatima, either you or Carrie call me. I could walk you through that. Like, I don't know why it shouldn't be that long. I did that today, and it's already there, so it shouldn't take that long. Not sure why. Yeah, shout to Russ, man.
Yeah,
folks loving you, Russ, man. We got to bring you on here more often, man.
You
giving out game.
Everybody loves me except the people that hang out with me, man. That I get knowledge to for free. I've been telling them about Bitcoin when it was 3,000.
Now, this is an interesting question, right? So, Mike, I'm gonna let Russ answer this question. One of the reasons that I find crypto interesting is because I feel like if I have $1 million on my cold wallet, And one of the reasons that I love precious metals, I feel like if I have $1 million of American Eagles, that when it comes time for my demise and the next generation is there is no paperwork saying what I have. Not saying that my people shouldn't report it, because again, you should follow the rules and you should do what you know. But I'm just saying. So if you have it on the actual exchange, that's different. There's a paper trail. Once you start to move your crypto a couple of different places, who knows where it's at?
Yeah.
But what's your opinion on this question? What's your answer to this question? Like any special assignments to bequeath crypto keys?
You know, I've known people that, you know, have their private keys in 3, but you know, I believe that the kids should just know where the private keys are. You understand? And you know, you walk them through how to use them and things like that. So if something does happen to you, you know, they'll have access. You understand? That's definitely something important.
Yeah, it is. And as time goes on, like this is going to become more and more commonplace. That like the kids are growing up in the space of NFTs and cryptocurrency. So that's a great question, though, Mike. Thanks for asking.
I mean, they're using V-Bucks. Like V-Bucks is basically crypto. They're taking a US dollar and turning it into V-Bucks on Fortnite.
Yeah, that's true.
Playing on Roblox, Roblox, and
one of them games.
And V-Bucks, you know, it's the same.
No, they do both. They do both.
It's the same.
Oh, okay.
No problem at all.
You know, and also, man, you know, like if people know you're in crypto, a good thing to have is a safe in your house with a big brick in it.
You funny as hell.
Jason, I don't know all the technology. I just know, like, let me pull it up for you about Clear Wireless.
Yeah, let me look that up. Clear Wireless. Is that the same Clear that does the internet?
No, not that Clear. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm a text Jabbar, tell him to come onto the live. Tell him to, you know,
we just do it next week because we already been on here an hour and a half, and Jabbar he'll talk for 45 minutes.
No, I'm not talking about bringing him on. I'm talking about just in the chat.
Okay.
Because I know he has a lot of information.
I do want him to come on though, because he about that chicken.
Yeah,
because I would love it. I'd love to become a distributor.
Yeah, that and their whole thing is on the blockchain, but they have like a whole infrastructure they're building out. It's not the old Clear Wireless that let me make sure that thing is even called Clear Wireless. I think it's called Clear. It's called a Clear coin. So I know it is Clear, but I want to get the website for you guys as well. I just sent him the bat signal to see if he has time to pull up. But everything is going. They're trying everything on the blockchain, right? So, and maybe if somebody out here has an idea of something that we can all throw on the blockchain together and get some money. So let's figure that out. What we gonna put on the blockchain? Because here it is. It's called Clear Phone. Let me see if I can find it.
Is it Clear Coin or is it Clear Pole?
Clear Phone is the actual phone, and they have a coin. But the only way to get the coin now is actually to have the phone.
Clear. Okay. Yeah. I see this. Okay. It's
yeah. You see it?
Yeah. No markets.
Yep. This is fairly new. This is like new technology. They haven't really even hit. The only way to get involved in this is to pretty much know somebody at this point. There's a guy, if you ever seen his videos, his content, his name is like Bitcoin Rodney, right? Bitcoin Rodney is like, I think he was one of the first people. He bought like a Lamborghini with his Bitcoin or something like that. So he's a bunch of content out there. But he's also like met the guy and got down with him as a distributor as well. So that's the only way. If you're trading or holding on Robinhood, make sure they have your passwords. They don't allow beneficiaries. There'll be some craziness if they don't have that information. That's crazy to me too. Like they've been around this long, they talk about going public, and they still don't have the ability to put beneficiaries on their stuff.
Yeah. Who gets who gets the stocks?
Well, that's why she said make sure you got the password. You better get it and transfer all that stuff out. Core, I think you muted. It's like you're trying to talk, but you muted.
I'm not saying, you got get a password and then let them liquidate it and get into whatever account that you had set up. that's with the John. So yeah, you won't be building no generational wealth on Robinhood.
I mean, you can. You just gotta
No,
make.
you can build it there. You
somewhere else.
can liquidate it immediately. Like you can't unless you teach your children how to do it on Robinhood. You're gonna be assed out.
Yeah, this is true. Russ, let me ask you this question, right? Again, picking your brain. We know that you don't really mess with Coinbase like that. A lot of the big crypto guys don't, so that's not shocking. When they go public, though, is that something you're looking at?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be the first in line buying stocks.
So you recognize that that's something that's valuable. Although
they the brand name. You
Yeah,
gotta
and they're profitable.
Yeah, they're a profitable company and they're the brand name. Yeah, give me give me some of that.
Yeah.
Interesting that, right? So I know Andreessen Horowitz. I think they got a piece of Robinhood too. A funny thing about Andreessen Horowitz, if you look them up, they are behind a lot of successful things, right? And that's what was shocking too when I saw that that NBA play with the NFTs. They're behind that. They're behind that that whole blockchain that runs that thing. They're behind that, and I said, "Wow,
the money, man. They the money.
Yeah,
they know how to make projects that make money. So they're the actual money."
Oh man. So Russ, man, you're giving us a lot of game tonight, man. You're giving us a lot of game tonight. So a couple things I want to ask you before we get out of here, in reference to what's going on in crypto. What projects, I'll ask you, are exciting you, and like what reason? Like, what are some of the things that you're seeing that you say, man, this is a good project?
Dot. These are the same ones that I gave. In the class. Dot, Cardano. I like Cardano because especially they have a lot of projects and they're coming out with their decentralized social media. You know what I'm saying? Because I personally don't believe in censorship, right? People are talking about President Trump, how he should be silenced, but he didn't tell anyone to go storm the Capitol or do anything like that. And I just don't believe that he should have,
Well, let me ask you this, right? And this is me picking your brain because what I recognize is that Cardano has like its own blockchain, if I'm not mistaken, right? As does Tezos, as does Polkadot. All these chains out there, like, and I think I asked you this on the thing about them competing. Is there a space for all these various chains? Like, is there space, or is there going to be one space where everybody goes to that? Like, one of the reasons why. Step back. One of the reasons why I only buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like, I've tested out other stuff. Like, I'm sitting on Tezos and the wild just to stake it and see how it works. But I'm only long on Bitcoin and Ethereum. And one of the reasons why is because when I look at the market cap of cryptocurrency, right, it's over $1 trillion at this point. But like 850 billion of that is between Bitcoin and Ethereum. And the rest is everything else.
Yeah. So you're looking at it as my man said. You're not looking for the next Bitcoin or Ethereum because you already have it.
Yeah.
Because I recognize this in the stock market. Everybody's looking for the next Amazon. I'm like, yo, we could buy fractional shares. Go buy a fractional share of Amazon. Give me one Amazon versus like the next, wannabe Amazon.
Yeah. You know what? The majority of my holdings are in Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Okay.
I put small amounts into altcoins really to buy more Bitcoin and Ethereum.
As a trade, you trade the alts to buy the other. Okay.
Because when you're in and out of these coins, the Bitcoin balance goes up, the Ethereum balance goes up, and you can just sell into that.
Yeah. Okay.
But listen, that's why I always say on my page, buy Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's your thing. Listen, when you don't put it up there, I tell you, like, yo, you're missing something.
Yeah, man. You catch me slipping sometimes.
Listen, because that's your rallying cry, buy Bitcoin. All right. So I wanted that because all these various blockchains, and I'm trying to figure out what are they going to do to get traction. Now, if Cardano could do a social network, that'll get you traction.
Yeah.
But what's going to be that one thing? So it looks like with Ethereum, right? So you have DeFi, you have NFT, you have all these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you have all these things. I see what you're saying here.
What's
you must got Jumia. You got that Jumia. Jumia is running right now. But go ahead though.
Well, like Dot, right? Dot really gained traction once it passed Ripple in market cap.
As it should have. Ripple shouldn't even be on there. Like Ripple is trash.
Yeah, you know, it can't be mined. You know, even the founder is cashing out.
Everybody's cashing out. This is somebody you know. Robinhood decides if they will release the holdings. Family lawyer has to submit proof of death and kinship. Robinhood could still say no and hold on to your funds. Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's why you got to make sure they have your passwords.
Okay.
If they don't have your password to get into your Robinhood account, it sounds like that's what you got to deal with. That is insane.
See, I don't use Robinhood, so I don't know.
That's insane. I like Robinhood for the interface. Their interface is amazing. They have the best interface known to man, but it's just like a lot of other things going on with it. Yeah, that's that Jumia. Jumia is going crazy right now. I buy blockchain and blockchain stocks too. Yeah, I'm trying to build a position in Riot to do nothing other than sell covered calls on it. But all right, so you said DOT, you said Cardano, so you're talking about all the other chains.
Yeah. And for DOT, I definitely suggest, all the coins in DOT's blockchain. Like they did one, man. I forgot its name, and I'll put it in by the hood. Once I remember it. Sold out in 3 minutes.
Sold out in 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Damn. I didn't realize DOT must have like a lot of people that are like, really big on that chain.
Yeah. Remember, DOT is made by one of the same people that made Ethereum.
Yeah.
So, but it's not a fork of Ethereum though.
No, it's something totally different. So all of these coins will be able to coexist, and honestly, what makes them popular are some of these YouTube people. You know what I'm saying?
They be pumping and dumping too, though.
Yeah. Oh, of course they do. Of course
I know them.
Yeah.
That's the game. Pump and dump is the game, man. Like that. But it happens in stocks. It happens with everything that has a value based on human behavior.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the reasons. One of the reasons why I'm so big on NFTs and why we bought the show and talking about NFTs is because it's emotion, but it's more than that, right? So, give you an example. I was reading about like a lot of alternative assets. Mm-hmm. One of the things was like a Kobe Bryant card, right? Now, no one knew what happened to Kobe Bryant, but someone had that card before, and rest in peace, Kobe, before that happened. Once that happened, though, you know what the card's value went up like 30,000%. Like it was something ridiculous. And also when you get cards like Ja Morant, and Ja Morant ends up being a rookie of the year, it's like it's something else going on that affects that value, right? Like so I got the Maxi one. I got the Maxi card on the blockchain, and if he ends up being a good player, I mean, who knows? Jabbar pulled up.
Yeah.
Jabbar. Here, Jabbar. So I'm glad you pulled up. You got the back signal I sent out there for you. We were talking about decentralization in the blockchain. Could you share the link that you have? I told them that you're a distributor for a cell phone company that is like a full privacy and is on the blockchain. And I wanted to make sure I gave you your flowers because you put me down with it and you told me about it. But share the link to the Clear phone, and also my brother Russell, who's here, who's a crypto expert. I gotta put you two in touch because he said he's interested in that as well. But that it was about the Clear communications. I have that Kobe rookie card. Yeah, man.
You got a vault.
Tim's sitting on some bread right now.
You don't need to be telling people that, man.
You better put that joint in a locker. You better put that joint in a bank.
He be at the bottom of the Schuylkill.
He must not live with shark swim.
No, but no, Jabbar, please do put that up there if you can. Yeah, Russ. So listen, you've given us a wealth of information, man. I want to say I appreciate your time, man. As always, man, we love building with you. Love having these conversations with you.
Hey,
Every time we talk, it's so there's your site there, clearunited.com/r/work with bar. Right? There you go. So it's Clear United. Clear United,
all
right?
right.
And I'm
Yeah,
gonna leave it there.
just send me that.
I got
Somebody
you.
send me that,
I got
man.
you. I got you.
'Cause
I got
I am so pro decentralized. Like that's just gonna be huge.
yeah. And
Yeah,
Jabbar broke it down to me about like the power of what they're building with Clear out there. Everything is about decentralization. They have like they're starting with the phone because they figured that's a way to get in everybody's hands. And if you go, I actually looked it up on YouTube. You can look up their phone. You can like go in a full privacy mode where no one knows what's going on. Um, and we got some comments. Let me get your opinion on this too. Thank you for pulling up, Jabbar, and thanks for sharing that with everybody. It's
Yeah, definitely appreciate that.
clearunited.com/work with bar. Um, Bonley. It's a Polkadot coin. They're building an NFT marketplace and partnered Cardano to bring DeFi to their platform.
oh damn.
Hold on. Because I'm thinking, right? So Polkadot has their own chain. Cardano has their own chain. So Bonley is partnering with it. Bonley is a Polkadot coin, so it's built with Polkadot, but they partner with Cardano. How's that work?
They
That's interesting. I gotta look that up. I gotta do more research. Like,
I do too.
yeah, like how's that
Yeah.
work? How you a Polkadot coin and your partner? I mean, it's interesting though. So if they bring DeFi to Cardano, that sounds to me like it's going to be a fight for DeFi money because now you'll have DeFi on multiple blockchains.
It's always a fight for people coins, man.
Yeah, man. Listen,
Little-
we've literally had about 10 or 15 legends come through tonight, which is crazy. But I sent
Yeah.
Bar a message to Bar was pulled up.
Dad said you up. That joint he was like, boo. And just
Yeah. So
Yeah,
no,
I'm honored to be in the same room with him.
Oh, listen, man. Listen. That post I put up about we ain't even bring the whole squad through. Like when the whole squad come through, it's gonna get dark out here, man.
and that's why folks don't understand. Like what we're building at Bodyhood University is something different because it's not about me, it's not about Corey. What we're building is about the folks. So Rush, you're in the community. You see how many people come through the community. You see how the information is shared. Everybody puts everybody on money, one way or another, and it's like that's what's powerful. And we got some certified legendary people in there. People don't even recognize some of the real estate minds we got in there. They've come through for precious metals or stocks or whatever, but the real estate mind, we haven't even let that piece go yet.
Yeah, we didn't let the hand
certified real. Listen, this is how Jabbar is always about his business. My man straight put his number up there, so I'm gonna share it because he put it out there. You can hit him up directly, right?
directly.
Business, man.
Yeah, if he cool with it, I hit him up, man.
Hey, listen, phone number on the internet.
Jabbar is cool with it.
Cool with it.
Jabbar is going to give you the history of the whole thing. I'm telling you right now. Adrian, appreciate that. So listen, we have some certified legends, man. Like I'm not even getting to name names because there's so many of them. Lance,
Dawn is here. Dawn, like she sell islands.
Listen, Dawn is up here. Like Dawn. We got so many legends that are within our community that just share information freely that people don't even recognize what's going on or what's being built. You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy part. And it's in multiple spaces when you talk about the crypto knowledge in there, the stock knowledge in there, the real estate knowledge in there. So I think that's kind of like
Yeah. If anybody trades Forex, I might start throwing some Forex plays in there.
Listen, Dawn said call Jabbar a decentralized phone. See? Yep, and that's exactly what it is. Bar got a decentralized phone that he do his deals with. Yeah, man, and they got an amazing phone too. One of their phones is like a 7-inch phone. They got different sizes, but I just think that's interesting to see where crypto is going. Is so when people talk to you about crypto, make sure you're doing your research. And I'm gonna end this way, Russ. First, I just want to say thank you for your time. Everybody knows the wealth of knowledge you are because you're in this space every day. This is what you do full time, 24/7. You're a crypto guy, and you're one of the people that Corey and I both trust when it comes to this space. So thank you for sharing the knowledge.
Yeah, I'm gonna start sharing some more stuff. In the group, man.
Because you got it.
Because I love y'all, man.
Listen, the love is mutual, man. Like the reason we pulled up to you, we were talking about NFTs. I shot Russ a message. He said, "Yo, I'm jumping on with you." So
No.
I mean, and that's dope, man. So put the bad signal out. Russ pulled up, but that's what it's about. But I want to say thank you for that. And last thing I want to end on is Discord, and I'll let you say your piece too. But the reason we keep having these kind of conversations, like we could talk about the stock, we could talk about the real estate, we could talk about all these things, but we want to make sure that when we come across new information that's going on in certain spaces, that we don't get left behind. So when I learned about NFTs and I'm out here like learning, and I'm in the space now trading NFTs and buying NFTs. Listen, I got my own art gallery on the internet, and I own highlights. Right, I bring this to the folks because I don't want people to get left behind. When Bard tells me that there's a decentralized phone now, it's full privacy on your phone. You don't have to worry about them folks listening. I already know the folks listen to my phone. I know the folks is watching this too. I already know what it is. But when he tells me about that, I want to share it with everybody because a lot of times we hear crypto and all we think about is, I gotta buy Bitcoin. And you do gotta buy Bitcoin. Don't get me wrong, buy Bitcoin. But understand everything else that's going on and make sure you stay abreast of what's going on in the space, which is why I'm always sharing articles and stuff within our private spaces.
That's going to change your life in the next 10 years, which is the crypto space and AI.
Yeah.
Right? Like those two spaces are going to change the way you live your life.
Yeah.
And so you got to stay on top of those two spaces with everything.
Mm-hmm.
They already do. And that's the crazy part. They already do.
Yeah.
Not investment advice, but I was looking up a company this week that I got put on from Les and Caroline was talking about. Look up a Nuvo.
Tropicana Les.
Her and Caroline was talking about a Nuvo. So I'm looking up a Nuvo. And I'm like, holy smokes, this is an AI company that's listening to pretty much everything we say on social media.
Yeah,
like,
man.
They're already in our business. But the point is, just like the stock market, crypto is a thing that's going to affect your life, whether you know or not. So the thing is, what side of that are you going to be on? Are you going to be knowledgeable and be able to take advantage of that and navigate accordingly and build wealth? Or are you just going to, fall in line with everybody else?
Yeah.
Choice is yours. But we're going to put the information out there. What you do with it is up to you. Like, again, this is not investment advice. This whole show is for entertainment, education purposes only. We're just sharing knowledge and our personal experience. So whatever you do with that is up to you. But I would definitely pay attention to what's going on in that space beyond just buying the metals or buying the crypto, whatever it may be. So, Corey, you got anything to say if we got here, good brother?
Man, the genuine love that people show us is unreal, man. Like, we love y'all back, man. Like the only reason that we can do things the way we do things is because the love that is shared between us and the people that we deal with is real. It's not manufactured in any kind of way. You don't gotta fake it to make it with us. Like whatever way you come to us is the way that you came to us. You know what I mean? And whatever way you leave, we hope it's better than the way you came. And we try to ensure that by bringing in subject matter experts and people that really, that bang the way we bang. And so if that's, if you really look at what we're doing, we're building the community that we want to see. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people talk about building community. What we want to do is build the community that we want to see. You know what I mean? Like we want to see black people get into it with other black people. We want to also see black people happy. Like there's nothing like seeing two black people smile at each other. You know what I mean? Like so we just want to have fun with it too. Like that's why we be on here cracking jokes and talking crap.
Yeah. But yo, I gotta point this out, man. Dawn said, please share more information because she trades a little Forex too. My pairs of GBP and USD. First off, yo, which way don't you get money, Dawn?
Right?
Yo, Dawn getting to it 84. I thought I was bad. Dawn getting to it all kinds of ways. Jace, appreciate you, bro.
Listen. I got a brother that gets 50 to 100,000 pips a month.
Jesus Christ.
AI is a part of everybody. Anuvo is up 35 cents to $1.62 today. That's what I'm saying.
35. That's a 6 times. That Jones up 600% today.
And for Tim, this is how it is right here. I in VU, and that's not investment advice. I was just bringing that up because I was doing research on it this week. Because of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And Jabbar is in there as well. Yep, there you go. I need to be in these places. Andrew, listen, like our community, like we
come on through.
Just come through. That's all I'm gonna say. Just come through. Like I'm gonna shoot you a message in about 15 minutes anyway. But I definitely just want to say thanks everybody for tuning in because we had like a lot of legends pull up tonight. This is amazing. Like I don't know if you ever had a Friday show with so many, and sometimes people don't recognize. So we don't just call everybody legends. You can look up the folks that we're talking about. In fact. Oh, listen, Fatima, thank you so much. And still learning, man. We appreciate you. We appreciate all your support because Fatima definitely supports us. She watches our podcast and shares it. So thank you. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, not at all. We just kicking it. We just out here kicking it. See y'all next week. Yeah, we appreciate that. But these are certified legends. You can look them up. And the last thing I'm gonna say is this: our current podcast we got out is with another legend, right? We got Charles Tank Harris. Charles Tank Harris is someone who came from Southwest Philadelphia. Grew up on public assistance to managing millions of dollars and working with people like Boys to Men, professional athletes, all sorts of folks, managing millions of dollars. He was gracious with his time and sat down with us. He's on a current podcast. Next podcast, we got someone who's been in the chat tonight, who's another living legend, who I just found tonight. I didn't even know this. Gets money in Forex too. Dawn sells hotels, islands, and she's like such a positive and powerful person. Her energy is amazing. That will be out this Wednesday. So you definitely got to check that out.
On the Black Wealth Project with our other partners. So we got Malik, we got the Ivy Investor, we got the Finance Rebel, we got Real Estate Tracy.
Everybody.
And then it's us. You know what I mean? So we really be partnering up. Like we really be out here trying to get to people. You know what I mean? And get them the information, man. Like.
Yeah, thank you for saying that about the interview. Yeah, his shared story was real powerful, man, because one of the things I like about the Tank interview is he was very transparent about like struggles. He has a successful career for over 20 plus years. He still talks about things that he struggles with like right now. And I think it's important to see that, listen, we're all human and he's still getting to it, but he's still like, I think his interview was definitely powerful. Yeah, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you. Man.
Man, we appreciate
another real estate tycoon. Like he get to it. Like listen, we got the folks that are kicking it with us, man. Look, another one pulling up. Everybody. Mari, what's up, man? You definitely got to check out Tank's interview, man. That was a powerful one, man. T was very transparent in everything that he said. Which made for a great talk.
We must have said tax 3 times.
We must have mentioned the word tax 3 times. For the folks out there, if you say the word tax 3 times, Kamari pulls up in your
inbox. Will automatically appear.
Yeah. That's his specialty. He's a legend in the tax space. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's all love. It's all love. Listen, and I keep saying last thing, but we got so much stuff going on tomorrow. Tomorrow, we have a webinar that we're doing at 7 p.m. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about the language of money. We're gonna talk about real estate, crypto, right? Let me see if I can pull this up for you. The stock market. I'm gonna pull up the things so everybody can see this flyer. And again, I do promise you guys, this is literally the last thing because we are getting out of here. But I want everybody to see this.
Before you do that, I have a question.
Go ahead, anything, bro.
You know I love Black history, right? Would it be cool if I did a couple Black history videos?
Of course, man.
Why would you ask us to that, man? Like, do your course.
And especially the way that you relate them to you always tie in the history to the finance. I think that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Let's go get the webinar sponsor. Listen, this webinar is tomorrow. So maybe the next one we definitely get a sponsorship. You know, if you want to sponsor tomorrow's one, we could do that too. But here it is on the screen there for the folks that are watching. Let me pull it up on the screen. Tomorrow is the language of money. 7 p.m. It's myself, Corey. We got Camille. We got real estate coach Carter, and we're going to talk about common words and acronyms that are used in all these different spaces. Because what we recognize a lot of times through doing our work is people have an understanding of the different asset classes, but they get locked out because of language. And anyone that's worked in like finance knows that we just hide a lot of things in language. We use acronyms and things that are really not that deep. So we're going to talk about all that tomorrow in that webinar. It's tomorrow at 7 p.m. You can register right there. See, this is the new world I'm talking about right here. You see this? He says sending you some clear tokens. Listen, man, they're not on the Ethereum blockchain, but at the same time, whatever chain they on, I'll set it up. Anybody that want to send me some Ethereum, you can send that to ethsweat.eth. And by the way, I do own that as well, and that's an NFT too. Did you know that's an NFT, Russ, that you can own? Like, you know, when you own your .eth name, that's an NFT.
Oh man, so I can have my NFT name is Bill Nye the Crypto Guy.
Yeah, you have to. And by the way, Dawn, the way you register, it's a number on here that you register. Let me pull that up too. I'm gonna put the number for you to register for the webinar
It's
tomorrow.
On the joint, it's cut off.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it right now for you. All right, here we go. That should be able to pull it up. Let's see. There it is. 215. That's it. 366-0011. If you text the word talks to that number, it'll register you and send you the link and everything for the webinar. That's how you get into the webinar. You text the word talks there. It's tomorrow at 7 p.m. And thank you for sharing that on your page as well. We really appreciate that. Listen, man, the love is amazing. We appreciate all the support. So, Dawn, that's how you can register right there for the webinar. But yeah, and I'll show you this for the last thing, just to show you that is an asset. Those names, when you get like the .eth or the .crypto, those are actual assets you can sell, right? So those are also considered NFT tokens, NFTs as well. Let me open up my gallery real quick. You see right here? Yep.
Yo,
ETH. I own that too, so I own that name. So
you be running it up, dog. You and Jabbar, you and Jabbar get along so well.
Bar is my guy.
It up too.
Bar is my guy, man. Bar is my guy.
Y'all full speed, no brakes all the time, and that's why I mess with y'all.
I thought I was bad. Bar is worse than me. One of the reasons, man, I can't get on the phone with Bar, because me and Bar get on the phone, that's an automatic 2-hour conversation. But let me tell you something about Bar. I told y'all, Bar hit me up on Tuesday, like, yo, you trying to go out to Utah tomorrow? I couldn't because I had a settlement, but let the Bar move. When Bar get information, he be out. So he get to it.
Full speed, no brakes, and I ain't mad at you at all for that.
I'm stuck in the NFT thing now. I'm going to continue to study NFT. So everybody, listen, we appreciate you. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank you to all the legends that pulled up and shared some energy with us. It's all positive energy. We love and appreciate all y'all. We will be here next Friday to have a conversation. Russ, as always, man, it's nothing but love, bro. Thank you for sharing what you do. And, you know, we'll see everybody next week. And hopefully tomorrow we'll see you in the webinar. Bring all your questions, all your concerns.
Bring your folks that don't know.
Yeah, and for the folks that have no idea about the spaces, bring them there as well. We're going to be doing some giveaways during the webinar, in terms of courses and all kinds of stuff. So make sure you pull up to the webinar and send your folks to that webinar and bring some questions and some acronyms and stuff that you don't know. And we're going to try to get them all answered. And again, just build again tomorrow, because that's what we do. So thank you for y'all. It's been amazing. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace.